Hey everybody, Bug Eater back with another video. So this week I'm taking you along on a couple of yard hunts. So the first one was a home in Omaha built in 1904. The other one is actually my best friend's grandma's old house, and that one was built in 1915. But there was a lot of cool stuff to be found, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So I have just started up on a new yard permission, and I've been going for a little bit, and I just got my first interesting find down there. That looks faceted like a gem. Yeah, that is a little gemstone of some sort. Let's see what's on the back here. Well, it's definitely metal, and it looks to be brass or something along those lines. And look at that, something sticking out, and I just got jabbed by it. But whatever it is, it's a really cool find. I will take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, this is a strange one. I thought I was digging a $50, 97 on the Deus II, but no, I see big round in copper. That's got a shank on the back, so that's gonna be some sort of old button. Let's see what's on the face here. It is pretty caked, but I do believe I see a Great Seal Eagle coming through. So this is gonna be a military button, probably World War I if I had to guess. But I'm going to clean this up a little bit off camera and I'll loop you back in. So here's that military button all cleaned up. It's a little bit worse for wear, but actually judging by the back, I am going to guess this is more likely to be World War II than World War I, but that is still a super cool piece of military history, so I will certainly take it. So let's see if we get something else. So this one was actually straight up and down. I just knocked it from the sidewall, but I see a penny in the hole. Hoping for a weed. I've not actually had very many coins yet so far from this spot. And I see a date poking through. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it's a 1940 something, so this will be a wheat penny. Let's see if I can get that date just a little bit better there. 44 maybe? And here is the 1 cent on the back, sort of poking through. Still a cool find though. I will certainly take a wheat penny. So in the patch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, it is relic time once again. Down in the hole, I can see the lettering from my angle. If I rub this, there we go. I think it says RFD for Rural Free Delivery. It is super caked though. But this is the face to a padlock, and I'm going to clean this up to get the detail, and I'll loop you back in. So here's the padlock face all cleaned up. This is an RFD for Rural Free Delivery, and this style actually dates to about 1900 to 1910 or so. So this is a pretty old find, so I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, would you look at that? We've got us another old-looking penny. Let's see what we have on the face of this one, and that. Whoa. That is not the wheat penny I was expecting. That is a Canadian penny. Let's see what we have for a date on it. Oh, that's an older one. I believe I see 1962. So that is actually going to be a young head Queen Elizabeth, if I can flip that over. And yeah, there it is, young head Queen Elizabeth. This is actually my first older Canadian small cent. I have found a couple Canadian large cents, but that is a super cool find. I'll take it. So let's see if we get something else. Well, this was a little bit unexpected. I thought this was going to be a nickel, but no, instead that appears to be some sort of Air Force pin. And it feels heavy, like it's made of like a lead-based something. But that is an interesting find. Let's see what the back gives us. Yeah, super corroded, so not precious. But that is a super cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I've made my way down to the front, and from way down at the bottom there, I just pulled up this. This appears to be a little kid's ring of some sort. It's like one of those Cracker Jack rings, probably from the 40s or 50s, but it's definitely got some age to it. It's a cool find. Let's see if we get something else. Well, I've been digging quite a few clad quarters, but check that out. Right down there. That is very, very shiny. If I can get a hold onto it, I believe, see if I can see anything through it. It's a Washington. I'll just rub this one. And it looks like it is a date of 1941. That is a super, super cool coin there. This is actually the first Washington I have dug all year long. No mint mark on the back that I can see, but I will certainly take that. So in the pouch that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. Well, after quite the streak of copper memorial pennies, down there I've got a pretty green looking one, hoping for at least a wheat. The numbers were a little bit higher, and oh, that's really tough. But I do believe I see 1 cent and some wheat ears poking through. So we do have us a wheat penny. Let's see what we got for a date on this one. Ooh, that's really crusty. I'm going to clean this up a little bit off camera, and I will loop you back in if it's an older date. Well, that is a little bit older than I was expecting. 1935 is going to be the date on it. Now, this is the oldest coin I found thus far in this yard, but hopefully there's a lot of yard left to go, so let's see if we get something else. Well, this wasn't even all that deep, and I just pulled up this little car here. It is a die-cast car. I can't read much on the inside, but I would guess probably a Tootsie based on the look of it. But that is a super cool find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, I just got myself a nickel. Sadly, it is just a Jefferson. However, the date on it is 1956, so an older one at least. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, down pretty deep, that is yet another piece of old stuff. This one is just a little 2-hole button, but it's a cool find either way. Let's see if we get something else. Well, look at that facing me. We've got us another wheat penny, number 3 from this yard. And this one looks super, super worn out. So maybe we'll have an older date on this one. And the dirt's caked on pretty good. So I'm going to clean this up and I'll loop you back in. Well, here's the wheat penny all cleaned up. 1918 is going to be the date on this one. So the house was built in 1904, so we're getting a little bit closer to the age of the house. But that's still a super cool find, over 100 years old. So let's see if we get something else. Well, here's an interesting find. I see big and round, and that right there is going to be a $50. However, it is just a clad $50. Not the silver one I was hoping for. That's still a really cool find. Let's see what we have for a date on it. 1987, I believe. Yeah, 1987. That's a cool find. Actually, it's got an S mint mark on it. Wait a second. I'm going to do some research, and this might actually be a commemorative lower mintage one. And if that be the case, I will be absolutely thrilled with that. But that's an awesome find. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, we've got us yet another deep penny. Let's see what we got on this one. Hopefully a wheat penny. And yeah, there is 1 cent on the back of that. And for the date, we have got 1940, it looks like. Yeah, 1940. That's a cool find, though. I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. Well, we've got another penny here, and I can already see the 1 cent on the back of this one. Yeah, that is going to be another wheat penny. Not far from the 1940. This one's going to have a date of 1957 with a Denver mint mark. So, cool find. Let's see if we get something else. Well, I'm starting to get on a roll with these wheat pennies. There is yet another one down there. This one looks a little bit newer. Let's see what we have for a date. Looks like a 1940 something, but it's still a wheat penny, so I'll take it. Let's see if we get something else. So I've pulled up a couple more older toys. This is a die-cast tank, it appears. It was painted blue at one point. This one's a little bit busted. However, this little Tootsie wagon is super cool. It is in perfect condition underneath all the dirt. There you can see Tootsie Toy USA, but they're cool finds. Let's see if we get something else. Well, here we go again with another wheat penny facing me out of the hole. There's your 1 cent on the back. The date on this one is going to be another 1957. That's a cool find, though. Let's see if we get something else. Well, that is where I was working for this last target, and the pine tree's paying off. Look at that, another wheat penny. The date on this one, 1941. So in the patch, that'll go. Let's see if we get something else. So this was barely under the surface, right under a clothesline, and that is definitely a silver ring. Wow. That's a lot of stones, too.
Holy mackerel.
Wow. And lucky for me, the family who lived here is around, so I may be able to find the owner of this one. Let's see if we have a marker inside.
Yeah.
Nothing that I can see. I'm going to clean this up and I'll loop you back in. Well, here's the ring all cleaned up. Absolutely beautiful. Got some gemstones in it. And on the inside, let's flip that around so you can read it right side up. GB Sterling. So made in Great Britain, but that is a fantastic find. So let's see if we get something else. Well, it is a bit of a tight squeeze underneath this pine tree. However, take a look at that. Another wheat penny for wheat penny land. Date on this one is another 1957, but I will still take wheat pennies regardless of date. So let's see if we get something else. Wouldn't you know it, another wheat penny. This one is dated 1941, it looks like. So I will certainly take it. Let's see if we get something else. Hey everybody, Bug Eater back with another wrap-up for my yard hunt. So the ring you will not see in this wrap-up because turns out it was my best friend's great-grandmother's ring. She has since passed away, but her grandma, who is still around, was super thrilled to have that ring returned. But here's the rest of the stuff from the hunt. I got onto this rural free delivery padlock. I got 3 Tootsie Toys, a little trailer, a tank, and this roadster. I also got onto this little gemstone set in brass, a kid's Cracker Jack ring, aluminum button, a Great Seal button. This dates to World War II. This one also dates to World War II. It's Air Force pilot wings. I also got onto some older clad. I got a pair of 1959 memorials, a 56 Jefferson nickel. I got onto a clad $50, and if I flip this over, it's special because the date on it, 1987 with an estimate mark, meaning it is from a proof set. I also got onto a Younghead Canadian penny, aka Canadian wheat penny. The date on this one is 1962. Now onto the American wheat pennies, I got 3 1957s, a couple of 1944s, a couple of 41s, a 1940, the 2 oldest are 1935 and 1918, and my big silver to send me home, a Washington quarter, no mint mark on it, and the date is 1941. But that was my hunt, guys. Thanks again for coming along. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and this is Bug Eater, signing out.